let me get this straight. I stand with is the new thoughts and prayers? Because the math just ain't mathing. Well, hello guys, this is your girl Diva Fashionista, and welcome back to my channel. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm missing my little earpods. We're going to upgrade one of these days if we ever get this channel monetized. If not, we just going to keep it cute, all right? So I'm making this video because I am teed off. I'm really upset, and this is more commentary towards those people who said that they were fans, or they said that they stood with Monique. And all these things that's happened, I've been pretty vocal, and I've been in them Twitter streets, and I've been in those YouTube comments, and I've expressed my dissatisfaction with some of her actions. I did not like how she's gone about it. Yes, she has a right to speak up for herself. Yes, she has a right to pay equality. Yes, she has a right to do roles or turn down roles or turn down opportunities if she feels they're not beneficial to her. I am 100% with that. But what I wasn't 100% with, just the blasting of people and the cursing people out and some of the negative comments. But we don't really need to rehash all of that. I was vocal with that. I never said that I wasn't a fan of her. I loved her. I love Nikki Parker. I loved Queens of Comedies. I think between her and some more, those were my favorite acts. No, the word escapes me what you would call it right now, but those were my favorite. I really like, to this day, I will randomly quote Queens of Comedy. Put that on a biscuit. Fuck it. Like, I still have love for her. But I think we confuse a lot of times, especially the fandoms. And I'm really realizing that fandoms are making things not fun for me lately. Like, I don't enjoy things because of fandoms.
I went off on a tangent, but the point is, I think some of y'all put a battery in her back.
Think before you act, because a lot of things you can't take back. There's no second chances of things. You know, people don't have to forgive you. People don't have to give you a pass. Like, that's just Nikki. That's just how she is. Not everyone's going to give you that grace. So I had to learn that from an early age. And so it just kind of disappoints me when I see Monique act in a certain way at her big age. You know, it's disappointing. The purpose of this video is, I saw that Monique won. She won her lawsuit with Netflix, and then they announced that she was going to get her special, and she seemed very pleased. So it seems like she got the things that she was fighting for, and I was happy for her. Still didn't support her behavior, but I was happy that she finally got to a point where she got something that she really wanted, and I guess that check was more than adequate. So the special comes out, and it came out April 4th. I didn't watch it on the 4th. I think I watched it that Friday, whatever that Friday was. It was like a few days later. I watched it then. When I watched the special, it was number 7 in the country. So I was like, okay, it's been a few days, no problem. You know, people watching, word of mouth gets out. Like, you know, we'll maybe get it higher in the top 10. And I kind of waited because I saw all these videos, and again, I said I was in the comments, saw all these videos from creators larger than myself, and I'm not going to call anybody out by name, because if you watch those videos, you know who did it, you know. And I don't really, again, the fandoms, I don't need problems with anyone's fandom.
A week after I watched it, it was already out of the top 10. If you don't believe me, go check now.
A lot of these larger creators were giving us a blow by blow every time something happened, because I do not follow Monique, so I shouldn't know when she's beefing with this one, when she said this about that one, when she's leaked this conversation, when she's talking about her marriage. I shouldn't know all this. You know why I know all of this? It's because creators were making videos. Sometimes within hours of things happening, they were hopping onto their platforms to make videos or to do commentary about the things that she was doing. And so for me, it's disappointing, because weren't you guys the same one saying, oh, I stand with Like, stand with, that gotta be the new thoughts and prayers. You know how when you tell somebody, oh, you're in my thoughts and prayers, but you don't actually pray? Oh, you're in my thoughts and prayers, but you don't actually offer them any solutions to their problem. You don't actually come up with a solution or anything. You don't think of anything that will be beneficial to them, but you're in my thoughts and prayers. That's the new I stand with. Because where are the reviews? Where are the reviews of her special? Where are all these big creators that had to let me know every little thing she had to say about Tyler or Oprah or Lee? Where are those creators? Why are you so quiet now? Where are your videos? Where are your posts? Where is your support for Monique's art? Because she is an artist. At the end of the day, she's an artist. She was fighting for her art, right? So now her art is out. Why aren't you supporting it? Why aren't you encouraging other people to support it? Why? I was vocal about not liking her behavior, but I showed up for her, and I have showed up for her, and I'm going to continue to show up for her as long as she's creating art, because I love her art, and she should be able to do the things that she's done. I don't agree with her being blacklisted, and that's one thing that I was trying to say, but I guess it didn't come across before. I don't agree with her being blacklisted, but we got to understand, a lot of us say, oh, what about freedom of speech? Freedom of speech does not mean free from consequence. It does not mean that you can say what you want and expect that there's not going to be consequences for your action. I don't believe that she shouldn't be able to support her family. I don't believe that she shouldn't be able to create her art, which is why I support it. I want to see more from her. I want to see her in a positive light. But we have to understand that freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequence. There's going to be people who are not going to fuck with you. If you're going to speak a certain way and do certain things, there's people that's going to pull away their resources and opportunities. And, that's just life. I can't go outside and say some disrespectful stuff and think that I might not get punched in my face. Is violence good? No, but I might get punched in my face. So I have to take that into consideration when I open my mouth. It's a very possible reality, okay? I've said, I'm a clocking in mofo. I clock in. So I can't go and say certain things to my boss and still expect to clock in. That's not how that works. So we just gotta, keep in touch with reality. Make fair and actuality is not, they don't always go hand in hand. And as black people, we really should know that. But getting into the special, because I want to wrap this up. The special, was it funny? It was okay. If we doing a 1 to 5, it was a 3 for me. I know that venting, which is probably why I get up here and I make videos, is therapeutic. Yeah, I have to say, I only maybe laughed out loud maybe once or twice during the special. Maybe once or twice I had a chuckle moment. Other than that, no, I was kind of like it was like, okay. I didn't really need the backstory. I didn't need young Monique in middle school. I mean, that was one of the points. When she was talking about the girl with the helmet, that was one of the points that I did laugh. That was funny. What else did I kind of enjoy? I liked my Uncle Tina part. That was cute. At one point, she addresses Lee Daniels, who's in the audience. She's like, I didn't really mean nothing. That's just how we talk. And I just felt like we all come from that. Like, especially as a black woman, I come from a situation where my parents used kitchen table talk. I come from where we didn't always say what was politically correct, but you learn as you grow that that's what mama and them did, but that's not for me, because we don't want to be in the same places that mama and them were. We don't want to occupy those same spaces. We want to do better with each generation, and we also want to shatter those glass ceilings. So I can't talk like mama and them. I can't handle things how mama and them did, because mama and them are not in my situation, and they're not trying to do the things that I'm going to do. So I just would expect that she would know that at this big age, but okay. So I'm going to give her grace. I think it was a lot of justification of some of her poor behavior. Just like, well, my past was this and that. I think comedy should be current. I think comedy should be situational. I think that comedy should kind of pull in, like good comedians pull in from like current events, and she didn't do that. I'm not saying that she's not a good comedian. I'm just like, I would have wanted some Biden talk or some Trump talk or gas prices or inflation. I think that would have been hilarious because as the audience we could relate to it more. But yeah, a lot of the reviews are in from like social media, just like Twitter and TikTok, and that's the stuff that I've seen. A lot of people saying it just wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. A lot of people didn't like the cursing. I like the cursing because I cuss. I really censor myself on here when I'm talking. Like that didn't bother me. I just think that if it was more related, if the material was more relatable, you wouldn't care how many mofos, how many bombs, f-bombs, whatever that she dropped. You wouldn't have cared, you know. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I really wanted to make this video because I felt a type of way. I really am upset. I want to encourage you to go out and watch it, because if we're supporting Sister Monique, we need to support Sister Monique's art. I thank you so much for watching. Leave a thumbs up, leave your thoughts down below, subscribe if you choose, it's free, and yeah, that's all. Thanks.